Hello, good evening, and welcome to my Morse Code Telegraph tutorial where I show you how to use internal storage in Android Studio. So here is what our app looks like so far. If we press the Press Me, the start end time changes, and it shows you how long you're pressing the button. So if you press it quickly, it's short, and if you hold it for a really long time, it shows it a little longer. And these are in milliseconds, so it's about 2 seconds. Let's see what we have to do, or what we've done so far. So far, we have already done, in blue or in purple, this stuff. So this stuff is done. Check. This stuff is done. So is that. And so is that. And this. So today we'll be working on this guy here and this guy here. And this is a little trickier than this because we have to have a flag here. This is the amount of time they waited before we press the second button. So if we press it and then we wait a long time, it'll show us how long we waited before we press the button again. This is tricky because you can't. We're going to put it into the down, press down button listener thing, but we can't have it run automatically because if we do the first time, obviously we haven't paused yet. So you need to have a flag. So if the button has been pressed once and released at least once, then we can start calculating. So let's do that right now. Oh, we are not doing that right now. We first, yeah, let's do the flag right now. Should we do the flag? Yeah, let's do the flag right now, because there's a lot of stuff to do afterwards. But we'll do a couple things at a time. So first, set a flag. This will if flag is equal to 0, then the user has not pressed and released the button yet. If the flag is 1, then the user has already pressed and released the button. So let me think about how to do this. I think we want, during the onCreate class when we first make this UI, I think we want the flag here. Flag that shows whether user has pressed and released the button once. So let's do int flag is equal to 0. I think we want to have it here. I'm still thinking. So if flag is equal to 1, then the user has completed a full press and release cycle. Now Android is complaining because it first needs to be declare final. Yes, it needs to be called final, but also it's always false because we set to 0 and we set only if it's 1. I think, let me think about this. I think we release the button, then we can call it 1. So we can say it over here. In this case, over here, we can call it flag is equal to 1. Doesn't know. I can't assign a value. Maybe if I delete the final here? Yeah, let's. No, I guess I'll make it. Oh, okay. What just happened? Into one final transform flag into final one element array. Okay. I don't know what that does, but all right. I guess hopefully that works. Actually, I'm gonna put a log here. Flag is flag if else is called, just to make sure, because this kind of confused. I do this a lot. Android makes me do this a lot. I don't know why it does, but it should work. So we set the flag. Now we can calculate how long the user waited before pressing the button a second time, and that's going to be in time minus start time. So now, if it's equal to 1, then calculate how long the user paused before pressing the button again. And that's going to be in time minus what? I think it... No, that's wrong. This is wrong. Whoops. Sorry about that. It's actually wrong. That doesn't make sense. Oh god, okay. This is actually start time minus end time. Oops. Right? Yeah, because then start time will be later than the other one. Okay, whoops about that. Okay, it says actually that, yeah, that doesn't make start time minus end time. And in this loop, I think we have the start time already. Yeah, we get it when we press the button down, but we don't have the end time, so we have start time already, but we don't have the end time. So what we want to do is we want to fetch the end time, get the end time from the file that we just wrote to it last time. I think we wrote to it in this loop here. Read from file name end time. Yeah, so luckily it's not in this loop, but we did write to it here in this file output in time string file thing. So we can just read to it. And should I try to write this from scratch again? The reading, I don't know. I think I'm just going to just copy and paste it up here. That was painful, as you remember last time. So now we'll just, edit it to fit our needs. So instead of file input start time, we do file input end time. Instead of opening start time, we open up end time. Obviously, this is going to be different. End time new text. Ooh. And we need to, it doesn't recognize because we don't have it. Alright, so we got to make string file put in text is equal to double quotation marks empty, and make our catch error something different. I think this should be fine. Okay. Alright, so this is fine. So this is read, it's weird. In time new text is assigned but never accessed. But yeah, it is. It's right there. Okay. I guess I will wait. Read the end time from file. And now this is going to be in string format, and our calculations require long, so convert string end time to long. So it's going to be long. What did we call it here? We called it. I want to make sure my naming conventions are the same. So yeah, okay. Start time long. So this is going to be long. End time long is equal to long dot value of. Whoops. Value of file input that. Yeah, so now it's being accessed. Okay, great. So now we can do this. So let's do long time. What I need to check my naming conventions again. What did I call time pressed? Okay, so the time, long time paused. Yeah, it's good to have naming conventions so you don't get confused. Start time minus end time long. Do I want to, should I initialize this? Did I initialize it here? I know, this is terrible. Yeah, we can initialize it here. So this is great. And now we want, so we already I think we need the absolute value of this. Oh, we'll check. So now that we got this part, we have calculated. What have we done? We have calculated this, and now I want to display it in a text box. Okay. So now display this in a text box. And of course, we don't have a text box. We need to update the UI. This is how I program. I'm just all over the place. So let's make a text view. Let's make a text view. Drag and drop this little. Oh, this is always a little slow. Description, pause. And we'll just, it's frozen again, so we'll just have to wait here. Okay, so how long did you wait before pressing the button again? Oh, that's a really long text box. Ooh, it'll be okay though. And this is called text box. Whoops, paused. I paused for ... and I want to make this big or large. There you go. So the idea is text box pause. I'm going to copy and paste this. I want to display in a text box, so set text. I need to convert long to string because you can only display strings in text boxes, I think. Yeah, I think that. String, I'm going to check my naming conventions again. What did I call it? Just time pass string? Okay. So this is going to be time paused string is equal to string value, or string dot value of, there you are, time paused. And we want to display time pause string. Now it's going to be complaining because it can't resolve this, and that's because we haven't made a text box yet, or at least we haven't initialized it in the UI. So let's initialize right here, how long the user waited before pressing the button a second time. And that's going to be final. Text view, text box paused is equal to text view, find view by ID, r.id.textbox paused, and that should be, you should be good to go. Let's check. Yeah, I don't see any red mad squiggly lines, so I think this will be good. So let's just run this in our emulator and hope that it works. All right. Oh man, this UI is messed up. But let's just see. So I press it once, and the pause thing doesn't show up yet. But then I press it again. Oh yeah, and something shows up. Hooray! So I think, yay, it works. Let me just fix this UI here. I need this pause to be underneath the text box paused. Alright, let's run this again. Now that we hopefully fixed the UI. I think we are done. Yeah, we are done with this. We did everything on my to-do list, at least for today. Yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, it worked. Seems to be working fine. Alright, so this is done, and now I think in my next video I'm actually going to start converting these values into Morse code, because how Morse code works is that short beeps will be the period or dits, and long ones will be the dots or the dashes. So obviously you will convert, like if the number here is less than 100, it'll be a dit, and if it's longer than 100, it will be a da. And then we'll have a box here that says like dit da, and then it'll convert it to letters, and that's how it'll work. And we'll use a method for this. So we'll learn how to put in arguments, these values, and we will learn how to return values like letters and that sort of thing. All right. So I will see you next time we work on our Morse Code app some more. All right. Bye.